Good morning, everybody. Happy Boxing Day today. Um, I must admit that after Christmas Day, I was exhausted, nice exhaustion now, and I had a lie-in this morning. I'm still got bags under my eyes. I'm so tired. But it was nice to catch up because COVID has sort of put a lot of things on the back burner, hasn't it? And we don't meet up with our family as often as we did, or at least, I haven't seen my daughter as often as we should. Um, so it was wonderful yesterday, and I thank my younger son and his partner for. Um, they did all the cooking, they did all the shopping, they did all the cooking and cleaning up. Um, I helped a little bit, but I was chased out of the kitchen. Uh, so yeah, it was a good day yesterday. It really was. Um, all of our family, and gathered thinking of Alf. And he was there, the candle was there at the table setting. Um, he's never forgotten, he never will be forgotten. How can he be? He's here with us every single day. If I didn't feel his loving presence around me, I wouldn't I wouldn't be able to go on. I would question why we are given life in the first place if it's only to have it snatched away, um, when it can start getting good, when money isn't an issue as much as it was, when we're older and wiser, um, and it's just snatched away. That's what happened to us anyway. Um, I've got something here that I wanted. Actually, I'm going to show you a short video. Um, there's something called Church on the Street, COTS, COTS, and it's based in Burnley. Um, and they do it all around. They were doing something in Birmingham city centre yesterday with all the tables outside. I believe it was Snow Hill Railway Station, and they had all the tables out set up for Christmas dinner for everybody who had nowhere to go, who had no money, people who were living on the streets. That this is still happening in this day and age absolutely floors me. I can't understand why such a wealthy country, wealthy in terms of, you know, the accumulated wealth, the wealth. I mean, we had the Queen on the television yesterday, one of the richest women in the world, um, thanks to land grab, thanks to slave trading, thanks to the opium trade. The royals, their wealth is built on crime. And we watched the Queen yesterday, felt sorry for her. She lost her husband last year, but he was 100, 101 coming up. But she did look frail yesterday. Her pink dress was sort of hanging on her. But what struck me was her face. It was um, whoever had done her makeup. I don't know whether they did a good job or not, really, because she looked. Um, it was almost like a death mask. She looked so pale and rouged up. But this is, one of the wealthiest dynasties in the world, and the Windsor family. They weren't the Windsor family back in the 1914 war, when all that started. It was then that the king decided that the name change from Saxe Coburg and Gotha, which was a German dynasty, and our royal family's name needed to be changed because it was too German sounding. Well, they were German. And if you look back at the history of the royal family, you know, the dynasty is Germanic. Prince Philip's own sisters were married to Luftwaffe pilots, and that's why when he got married to Elizabeth back in 1947, whenever it was, when they got married, Elizabeth and Philip, his sisters, were not invited to the wedding, but he'd previously been to a lot of functions in Germany to do with his family. So it's all quite a Germanic family. We also had a, a picture or a video of Queen Elizabeth as a child and Margaret, Princess Margaret, with their parents doing the Nazi salute in the garden. You know, I suppose at that time the Second World War hadn't started, and you could say that they were a bit naive, etc. But the First World War had certainly started and ended only 20 years previously, and a lot of lives were lost on both sides. And why? All wars are started by people who push the button. It was the mother of, not the Rothschilds, was it? Was it the Rothschilds? It may have been the Rothschild dynasty. And it was the mother of the founder of that dynasty who said, if my sons did not want there to be wars, there would be no war. So the bankers and the movers and shakers, they are what starts the wars. It's a means of pulling the population down because we're overpopulated, a way of land grabs, it's all political moves. I always think back to, as well, during the First World War and roundabouts then, the Russian dynasty, Tsar Nicholas and his wife and their daughters and son. And when there was the rebellion in Russia, Nicholas asked his cousin, King George, if they could come as to England as a means of a place of safety, if you like. And it was said that yes, they could come. And so they were prepared to come to England. At the last minute, the king, our king, changed his mind because he thought it would upset the people. Again, the Germanic links, etc., the political reasoning behind it all. So that was when Nicholas and his wife, their 4 daughters, and their son were taken by the rebels, taken to a house, a quiet place, and where they were subsequently shot to death. I think that the English dynasties, ruling power, have a lot of blood on their hands. Anyway, back to this. Christmas Day, church on the street, they did meals, a Christmas meal, 3 o'clock yesterday for everybody who was in need. They had them in Burnley, which was where Church on the Street started. They had it in Birmingham, where I live. And I just want to play this video, and it's from Pastor Mick, who actually founded the church on the street, I believe. So here he is. Have I got him? No, I haven't. Hang on, Mick, I haven't got you yet.
Merry Christmas. Pastor Mick from Church on the Street. Just a really quick little message. Merry Christmas and Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, 11 bless you. Merry Christmas.
Isn't that nice? It's what Christmas really is all about. Not go away, go away. No, you can tell I'm not with it. It's what Christmas is all about, and I know that Church on the Street, they do a lot of events throughout the year also, and they have fundraisers. You can start your own fundraiser. Um, they give out clothes, warm clothes. You can buy on Amazon. You can buy 12 pairs of gloves, I believe, for about 15 quid or something. Just ordinary woolly gloves. And, just basic things that people need but really can't afford to buy. And as I say, it's unbelievable in this day and age that sort of poverty exists. Just buying a toy, just buying one little car, one little doll could make a child so happy at Christmas or on their birthday or for Easter, whenever. So it's nice to think of others in addition to thinking of yourself. Anyhow, I will be back a little bit later. I've got to wake up, throw a bit of washing in, tidy around a wee bit, and I'll come back on later. Okay, bye bye. Have a great day.